Better than fat.
And fat was what I always got, so I thought chubby was cute at least.
I'll admit this. I can't believe I admit this on the air, but it's important. I looking at a beautiful picture of you right there.
Oh, my Lord.
How old were you there?
I think I was 9, yeah.
Beautiful. How about this? I remember being at 11 or 12, my mom went to Robert Hall. I'm dating myself, and she goes, hey, I got you those really nice husky pants.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, I don't want husky pants. She goes, well, you know, you're little husky in the butt. You know,
boy.
I was husky, chubby. What? So you grew up.
I grew up.
What was it like?
Struggling. It was difficult because I always felt bigger. You know, I think I was one of the biggest girls in the class. But hard. Great parents.
Teased?
You always felt like you were the last one picked, although I was friends with everyone. I was, you know, one of the second runners-up for most congenial in high school. But, you know, I had a lot of friends. But, yeah, it was always one of those doors closing in my face because of it.
Really?
And it was tough.
Being, and I can say this, being
Sure.
beautiful as well. I mean, having a very
you.
beautiful face.
Thank you.
Did that cut down on whatever you felt for being a little bit bigger than the other kids?
I never really thought of myself as beautiful in the face, but you know, you would. I'm not really sure how to answer that. I mean,
I'll ask another way. Are we obsessed with body image?
Everybody is obsessed with body image.
How obsessed?
Very. And when you're overweight, it's the main thing. I just ran home during the break and got a black shirt.
You did not?
Yeah, honest to God, I did. I had on a pretty tan blouse that my husband loved, and I said, you know, once I saw the gentleman before me wearing black, I said, I could wear black. I'm going right home, and I sped home.
Why black?
I feel like it's easier to hide in black, you know.
Really?
Yeah, I wear black all the time. I have a neighbor who jokes, black again? What a great color, you know.
I wear black too.
You do?
Yeah, all the time.
Well, it could be an Italian thing too then.
It could be, right? That's a different show.
Yeah, that's a different show.
The message in this book.
I want all children to know, especially my little girl, but I want them to know that it's okay. You'll deal with it as you go. I've done so many different diets. I've gone to fat farms, Weight Watcher camps. Once when I was 12, I begged my parents. Once when I was 20, I had gastric bypass surgery.
You did?
I did, and I'm still struggling. I did well the first 5 years. Now I'm on my 6th, and I've had a child, and some has come back. Message in the book. I want the children to embrace themselves, love themselves, understand.
What are we looking at right there?
That's a chubby raindrop.
That's not a chubby raindrop.
Sure, well, raindrops are all different sizes.
Okay, so kids, raindrops, snowflakes, lima beans,
everywhere.
pizza.
Yes.
But go ahead, stay on.
I don't want them to feel, I'm not by any means promoting, oh, it's okay to be overweight. You know, it's not healthy at some stages. I was morbidly obese before I had surgery. And there's my Sicilian pizza. You know, I love Sicilian pizza, and it looks very different, but it's still pizza. So,
but I have to push you on this. Because for those of us parents who struggle with the issue with some of our kids, you know,
sure.
And we want them to eat healthier. We want them to exercise more. And frankly, we want them, without being obsessed with body image, we want them to be, frankly, as healthy as possible. And sometimes that means weighing less.
Right.
How do we do that?
Well,
and at the same time be, you know, everything's fine, diversity's great, and chubby's everywhere.
Changing things yourself, changing things in the home. When I grew up, I woke up in the morning and my parents loved us with food. By no means am I blaming them, but it's just the way that we do things. Pancakes, eggs, deadpan bakery donuts. I'm a total girl, so no fruit, no fruit.
No, love you with food.
Oh, love me with food,
no
yes.
fruit, no fruit.
No, not a lot of fruit, you know, the sweet stuff. Breakfast was a very large meal. My lunch, I had a double-decker peanut butter and jelly sandwich, you know, because it was my favorite, so Mom gave it to me. I think it's changing things. No family style. If you see that you have a overweight child in the house, no family style food. Set the portions on the plates. Everybody eat that way for that child. You'd be surprised how things change.
What do you do with your daughter?
I do fruits and vegetables. She loves them. That's pretty much all she knows. I'm actually a vegetarian for 4 years, and not the necessary. My husband doesn't want to do that with Enza, but I do a lot of.
You named your daughter
Vincenza.
You gave her an Irish name.
A nice Irish name for my mother. So yeah, I give her a lot of fruits and vegetables. If I'm going to do bread, it's whole grain. It's Ezekiel bread. I try so hard, and I eat better because of her.
But here's the thing: if Chubby's everywhere and Chubby's okay, then why are you working so hard not to have her be chubby?
It's not that I don't want her to be chubby. I don't know the difference. For me, it was always eating that way.
Is it predisposed? Obviously, diet, exercise has a lot to do with it.
Sure, I honestly do believe that there is a genetic issue with it. I have a sister who was Miss New Jersey contestant. Her figure is dynamic. Yes, she does work out a lot, but when she was a little girl, we had her on protein shakes. I was on Weight Watchers. So there is a difference. You know, genetic absolutely play a role. If you ask my opinion, I'm certainly not a doctor, but living it and seeing it all around me, I do feel that there is a genetic disposition
to being
overweight.
So the rest of us, parents, and I'm sorry for interrupting, the rest of us, everyone else, Kimberly, who want to do the right thing, we want to be helpful, we want to be supportive, but dare I say, we don't want to coddle our kids and say, eat what you want, it doesn't really matter. Right.
I would say make the change in the house. Always love them, you know, always make them feel special. My parents always lifted me up, told me I was beautiful, made sure I had clothes that were somewhat fashionable, but don't go by the child's picture of me.
By the way, you're embarrassed by that picture.
Oh, that was my least favorite.
So why'd you put it in the book?
My publishers recommended that. I think it has meaning. I'm putting myself out there. I'm being vulnerable for the first time in my life. I'm saying that, you know, this was me. You always want to rip those pictures up.
Right.
I have a big problem with pictures and being on TV. I'm a singer.
How do you feel right now? Oh, you're a singer.
I was a singer. I was diagnosed with vocal polyps last year. So that was another thing. I couldn't sing on the side, so I wrote my book.
Before I let you out of here, what's the reaction you've gotten so far?
People love it. Even thin kids, they said to me when I read it to a few children, you know, maybe it's not such a good idea to pick on Joe that I go to school with. And I said, no, it's not very nice, because if they picked on you, always treat others the way you want to be treated. And that's the message to the kids also. It's not just for chubby kids.
How'd you get so smart?
Thanks.
No, I'm serious. How'd you get?
I lived a life that was blessed in so many ways, but I struggled with this one issue, and it's really relieving to be able to speak about it, reach out to all these kids and let them know they're not alone. And that's it. It's life.
My producers just told me you look great on camera.
Thank you.
Does that feel good?
That feels great.
It's also true.
Thank you. Thank you.
Listen, you've done a great public service. Chubby is everywhere. Kimberly, thank you.
Thank you so much for
having me.
Proud of you.
Funding for One-on-One with Steve Adubato is provided by the St. Barnabas Healthcare System, New Jersey Natural Gas, proud to support education in our communities, Wachovia, a Wells Fargo company, Horizon Blue Cross Blue Shield of New Jersey.